Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of Currently Inked Pens. How is everyone doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are in the world. Today we are looking at another couple of pens inked up. This is week 33.2. I may change my pens out again in another couple of days because I was kind of frustrated with some of these inks. This one was not very cooperative. 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 So I'd had enough of this week, of last week's pens. I thought, let's move forward. What does that mean? 105.1 M2D. Friday. I have no idea what that means. 45. 23.7. Not a clue. Alright. Let's move forward. Hopefully with some better inks from the last week. And look, it bled right through the page. Oh, these are the things that upset me. Beat them with a stick. Okay. We're going to attempt to move forward. Part 2. Okay. First pen that we have inked up is the Hongdian N8 Maple fountain pen. This has a fine nib. The ink that we have in here is Colorless Redshift. Beautiful pen. The next pen that we have inked up is the Conklin Endless Summer. This has a Noodler's Flex nib. The ink that we have in here is Diamine Pumpkin. Beautiful. This is a Conklin Duraflex. Okay. The next pen that we have inked up is the Jane Davenport Incredible fountain pen. This has a fine nib in it, and the ink that I have in here is Diamine Golden Honey. Alexa, stop. Beautiful. The next pen that I have inked up is a Fountain Pen Revolution Himalaya version 1.5. This has a 14 karat gold flex nib, and the ink that we have in here is Private Reserve Sherwood Green. fast dry. Hi Obs, how are you? I am very early because I got frustrated with my inks that I was using last week. So I decided to do another currently inked for the week. Alright, this next pen is a Lambertal 3059. Fairly old pen. This has a fine nib. The ink that I have in here is Henry David Thoreau Walden Pond. Henry David Thoreau. How the hell do you spell Thoreau? Organics Studio. Thoreau. Thoreau. Walden Pond. This is a sheening ink. Thought I would break out a sheener. Very nice, and a very old pen, to me, that is. Yikes, Organic Studio, Why do you stay away from Organic Studio? They're wonderful inks if you have the right pen. Put it in a cheap pen that you don't really care about. They're wonderful inks. Noodler's Conrad, TWSBI Go. It just takes a little while to clean out, that's all. You gotta be prepared. Alright, the next pen that we have inked up is the Jinhao 100th Centennial in Galaxy Blue. Jinhao 100th. This has a fine nib, and the ink that we have in here is Private Reserve DC Super Show Blue. No, this is not. This is Ralph Waldo Emerson Twilight Blue. Ralph A-L-P-H Emerson Twilight. Ralph Emerson Twilight Blue. I think it's Ralph Waldo Emerson Twilight Blue, whatever. This is another Organic Studio ink. It's also another sheener. Nice. The next pen that we have inked up is the TWSBI Go. This has a medium nib, I think. Medium nib, yep. Blue. TWSBI Go with a medium nib. The ink that I have in here is Private Reserve DC Super Show Blue. Private Reserve DC Super Show Blue. Nice. The next pen that we have inked up is the Maroon Noodler's Nib Creeper. This is the Noodler's Flicks Nib. The ink that I have in here is Sailor Gentle Grenade. fish. Beautiful pen. Alright, the next pen that we have inked up is the Pink Pilot Kakuno. This is probably lighter than I'd like it to be. This has a fine nib. The ink I have in here is Robert Oster Sugar Brush. Yeah, I might have to put a different ink in here because this is too light. But we'll find out here in a second. Alright, the next pen that I have inked up is the Gray Noodler's Conrad. This has a 14 karat semi-flex with an extra fine grind, and the ink that I have in here is Platinum Carbon Black. Oops, I forgot to do an ink. I forgot to do an ink swatch. It's bleeding through too. Alright, the last pen that I have inked up is the Clear Pilot Kakuno. This has an extra fine nib on it, and the ink that I have in here is the Pilot cartridge. Pilot Black. If anybody doesn't want their Pilot Black cartridges, I would be ever so grateful if you could send them to me. Because I find that they work really well with the extra fine nibs. So, I've been kind of on an extra fine gig lately. I inked up one more. Oh, here it is. I almost forgot. This is the Rin 401. And this has an extra fine nib. The ink that I have in here is KWZ Gummy Berry. Which is like a nice bold purple. And a rainbow trim. Love it. Okay, let's take a closer look. We have Colorburst Redshift, Pumpkin, Golden Honey, Sherwood Green, Henry David Thoreau Walden Pond, Organic Studio Twilight Blue, Ralph Waldo Emerson Twilight Blue, DC Super Show Blue, Sailor Gentle Grenade, Sugar Rush, Carbon Black, Black Cartridge, and Gummy Berry. I have used a couple of sheening inks in here this week. We're going to find out how cooperative they are. And then I might have to change out this ink because I need Pilot Tsuchuchi. I was thinking thoughts about just highlighting them with like this one or this one. So, I don't know what color this is. friction. Friction, no. 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 I'm running out of pinks. No. No. Hi, the Goat Girl. How are you doing today? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to re-ink this because it's way too light. I thought it was gonna be darker. Oh well, these are the things that we learn. This might go over well in a very thick brush pen, but it's definitely not going to go over well in a fine nib. I need something thicker. Clean that out. We're gonna put Tsutsuji back in the lineup. Did I, if I can find it quickly enough? Oh God. That's not it. I think I liked it better when I was in this pen. Does this have a fine nib or a medium nib? This is a medium nib. Good. I'm trying to make it to 5 p.m. I don't know what that means. need to use complete sentences because I'm a little slow on the uptake. I'm quick to the swing, but slow on the uptake. Okay. Okay, so this one is definitely not. Pilot petite one with a medium nib. I like this big bold color so I can see where my food is for the day. All right, well, that's all I got for this week. For the for today, I should say, for the currently inked. I will be back later with a video, so if you guys are sticking around till then, I look forward to seeing you. Ink reviews are usually at 1 o'clock. I have to go to the post office directly after because I have the money to send off these treats. So I need to do that before I spend my money on other treats. Oh God, it's going to be so expensive. I can feel it. I need to wash this pen out. Yep. Okay, that's all I got. Get out there and enjoy your life. Be with the people you love. Tell them you love them. I love you to pieces. Have a great day. Okay, bye.